So a lot of our clients come to us with huge decisions,
Right.
life-altering decisions to make.
Mm-hmm.
If they're suffering through anxiety, does that impact their ability to make those decisions?
Oh, absolutely. It makes it much harder. And I think anytime you feel like I have to make the best decision, if I don't make the best decision, my family is going to suffer. They put so much pressure on themselves, and it does. People need support in those tough times, and it's sometimes like we're just in automatic pilot. Like, I just have to get through this. When I get through all this, when I get through the divorce, then I'll take care of me. Right now, I'm taking care of my kids. Right now, I'm taking care of the house. Right now, I'm just covering the bills. But if we can put our own oxygen mask on, we can take care of everybody so much better. And so I would just like people to know, like, it's okay, kind of to slow down. You've gotten through this so far. Take care of yourself. Talk to somebody if that would be helpful. And you're going to make the best decision you can. But it's okay to take your time with some things too.
So we've talked about some coping mechanisms at home. Is there a
Mm-hmm.
cure for it, or is it just a matter of coping with anxiety itself?
Well, anxiety can definitely get better, but it's more of a cope than a cure. And I think things are going to come up in all of our lives that are going to be more stressful, that are going to cause anxiety. And to think about, like, when the next thing happens, how can I be prepared? What can I do? What skills can I learn so that I can best handle it? And especially when there's a strong biological component, I think it's best to think about, anxiety as something to cope with as opposed to something to cure.
Is anxiety normal?
Yes. Yes, anxiety is definitely normal. It's normal to worry about a test. It's normal to worry about if you're moving. If we didn't have some anxiety, you know, like the flip side, people with anxiety sometimes are more sensitive. And so more sensitive people are often more empathetic. And so if you didn't have, I know, anxiety can be hard, but it also has great gifts. And I think to focus on the gifts of it as opposed to the curse part of it is really important. And to think about it too as part of our personality, as part of our temperament, like to embrace all of us, every part of it, and to see, the silver lining aspects of every part of our personality as opposed to, oh, my life is horrible because I was cursed with anxiety. That just kind of colors things in a very negative way, and it's not helpful for you. It's not helpful, just for living in general.
So anxiety is not always negative. There are some gifts that come along with it. Is that right?
Oh, absolutely. To be a deep thinker is a wonderful thing, and to have that ability to be able to empathize with people, to be able to understand, wow, I bet, that was really difficult for you to be able to connect with someone. It's a huge gift. Anxiety, helps people work hard, study hard, to do their best.
Does anxiety impair your ability to parent your children?
Not usually, but it can. When the anxiety is kind of driving the bus, then it can. If everything is extremely horrible or dangerous or scary, then that can definitely impact not only the relationship, but the kids' worldview. And so, what we want is for parents to be hopeful, and for, if a parent has anxiety, to just have that awareness, to be like, to know, like, okay, well, I struggle with anxiety. Sometimes I can do worst case scenario, but I don't want to pass that down. I don't want my kids to be scared of their shadow. Mm-hmm. And so to be able to have confidence, like, everything's going to be okay. The world is a safe place. There's more good in this world than bad. And I trust that you're going to figure it out. I think when severe anxiety can be a negative is when, a parent wants to kind of overprotect, their kids. Like, well, you're not going, to this activity because you might break your leg, or you're not going to that movie, with that family because I'm not going to be there. So it's important, not to just kind of fall into that kind of pit of avoidance as a way to protect. That we have to be brave. We have to fail sometimes, and that's oftentimes the best way we learn. And it's part everybody does, and most successes come after failures.
So why counseling?
Well, as a therapist, I just think that, counseling is a wonderful experience. I don't think it's for people that are crazy. I think it's for any one of us who wants to function at our best. Counseling is just, it's a safe place, somewhere that you can come and express everything without judgment, without somebody bringing it up at dinner time, like, well, you told me that you're, and it's a way, to practice new skills, to be able to explore kind of how we think, to look at different perspectives. With therapy, sometimes, our brain will convince us like that what we're thinking is the absolute only way to look at a situation. And sometimes in therapy, we can be asked questions that help us think like, oh wow, there's another way to look at that. Wow, I didn't think about that. Maybe it is possible that I am worthy, that I am lovable, that my life is good, that I am making good decisions. And so I have a lot of people that come that just love coming. They love having the time to work on themselves, to be able to have someone that's just for them, that's not part of the family, not a friend, even though it's a friendly relationship. It's a totally private. It's a person working on their own, the things that they want to focus on.
Thanks for being with us today, Shelley. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. If you at home have anything you'd like to add, please feel free to comment below, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for joining us.